Started for me, I was a principal at the Abner Gibbs Elementary School for a couple of years. And leaving the teaching aspect and going to be an administrator at Abner Gibbs was a huge transition. And I didn't know what my style would be. I didn't know who I was as far as being an administrator. And I think it was, a change leaving Juniper Park as a teacher for that many years and going to Abner Gibbs and going into a small school environment, but still having a really challenging situation and learning and growing. I left Abner Gibbs and went back to Juniper Park for a number of years. For a period of time, I was a principal not only at Juniper Park, but when all the downsizing took place, became principal at Fort Meadow, early childhood. You should have seen me on Wednesday mornings when we had our 3- and 4-year-old sing-along with playing the piano and having the kids sitting on my lap and on top of the keyboards and all the kids banging on the keys and singing with the 3- and 4-year-olds was pretty awesome. A lot of changes happened, and then of course the shift to Highland Elementary School. And I think the hardest part of all of that was trying to, again, figure out who I was. And bringing what I could to the table, never forgetting the role of being a teacher for all those years. And I hated that feeling of, administration on one side and teachers on the other side. And I think what I learned from all of that is really what family means. And that came out from, obviously, a lot of people this evening, that talked on my behalf. And I think that's probably the most important thing that I'm, leaving behind in that sense. Everybody in here, from all the schools, from central office administration to all the principals in the district and the secretaries that I had, and the paraprofessionals that worked for me, and the nurses and the custodians and the teaching staff. Everybody became family, and that was probably the most important thing to me. And I think the way I was raised is if you felt that you could create that family environment, you knew you were taking the best care of the kids. And that was the bottom line of everything. We all have initiatives to do. We all have things that are told to do, or things that change, or things that are added on. But the bottom line of what you do every single day is to take care of kids and children. And they're the future generations. I cannot be more proud and be in front of you, say to every one of you that you're my dearest friends, you're my family. I appreciate everything that you've said and supported me over 35 years of education. I think if you have that adage of the past being 20/20 and being able to look back and what changes would you make, I know what changes I wouldn't make. I wouldn't change anything about becoming a teacher. I wouldn't change anything about becoming a principal. And I certainly wouldn't change anything about the relationship that I have with everybody here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of your support for all the years that I've been in Westfield. Westfield's been an incredible place, very supportive of me and my family. And I want to thank my mom and dad for all the support they've given me and my brother and Christine and the girls. Of course, my beautiful wife, Lisa. And I'm very excited. My daughter Jamie and her 2 daughters and her husband John just moved to Inner Harbor, Baltimore yesterday. So they're slowly moving back home. And she hoped to be here today, but the moving truck just pulled in yesterday, unloading all their boxes. They're exhausted from driving up from Biloxi, Mississippi. So she sent her condolences, and so we'll make up for this over the course of the summer. So we have some absolutely delicious food waiting for us. Dina Janiszewski and Dave and all Trish and Mary Claire and all the different people that made this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I'll miss all of you. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around and staying in touch. So thank you again.